pulled this chair rail off. Let me go out in the garage and grab that piece of chair rail. I had them off for saving money and doing things yourself, but at some point you need to really ask yourself whether or not this is going to work or not. And, you know, for the I guess for the untrained eye, this would be okay. I mean, it doesn't look too bad, I guess. Right? Depends on your taste. Right? And having a wood chair rail like that, you know, kind of in two tones, that kind of sets the room off. But here's the problem I had immediately when I first saw this. Curved corners and a straight cut. Come on, really? And then this, a butt joint. So here's the piece that came off that section wall right there. I got over here and I got behind it with a pry bar and popped it off, and that's how my trim is put on, with construction adhesive. What a bunch of hacks. So I think we're going to get rid of the chair rail altogether. When you pull this off, it pulls the paper off, and that requires a lot of patchwork. And we want to kind of change the paint in this room anyway and go with a monochromatic color throughout the whole living room, and probably the same color as the kitchen to tie everything here together. I'm leaning towards like a mint green or a turquoise, but my wife doesn't like turquoise. But the cabinets are done. I got the fridge that I had in the garage, my fridge that I bought 7 years ago, and it's in here now, and I got the white fridge over in one room. So if you're doing trim work and you're gluing trim on like that, stop it. Get out of the residential business. You've got no business being in somebody's house gluing trim onto the drywall. That is just the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life. I've been at this for a day or two. I've seen a lot of stupid construction trades, but that by far has got to be the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Who glues chair rail on a drywall? I mean, that's something that it's bad enough if you caulk the juncture between the trim and the drywall, especially with a textured finish like this. It's hard to get the trim to suck up tight against the drywall, so you put a little bead of latex caulk along the trim to close up the gap so you don't get shit behind there. But construction adhesive, now I gotta patch all that stuff. If you call yourself a trim carpenter and you're doing that, get out of the business. You got no business being in somebody's house doing that stuff. You're an idiot. Stop it. Google it. Do something, but stop doing that. Alright, so the chair rail has been removed. I think that looks much nicer. All the holes from the glued on trim were repaired, and got the knockdown finish in a can, and did that patchwork. And that wall's primed right now. I haven't decided on the color. I want to continue for the color from that corner all the way over to this corner, but that might have to wait until after this is done. That's another project down the road. But there's the blue base that we're doing in the kitchen here. That's really blue. Well, let me show you the look I'm going for. I got some sample pieces over there by the range hood. I don't know if you think, yeah, you can tell. This is a knockdown finish, so there's high and low parts. That's not a smooth finish. And this is really popular out here in the desert Southwest because it can be done quickly. There's not a whole lot of finish time. Basically, this house was mud and taped and textured probably in the same day. That's how it is. But what I started here was with one block of turquoise, and then I used this honest blue and did a dry brush technique on the high spots, and that's what that looks like. And then I did the same thing over here, but inverted the colors, and this is the look I'm going for right here. So it's the honest blue as a base with turquoise highlights, and then on top of that I did some of the same glazing that I used on the cabinets to kind of dirty it up a bit. I think I like that. What do you think? Doesn't matter what you think, my wife likes it. So that's what we're doing. But I got about a day so far in the priming and painting the base, and I'll probably spend the rest of the day doing the highlights. If you notice, I haven't done anything under the cabinets because that's all going to be backsplashed, and I'm not going to waste time in painting that. Yeah, starting to look pretty good. Well, let's see what it looks like after I get this dry brush thing done. See the color change of the cabinet?